brand new day and we're back at the farm. We're gonna do the doors today. Okay, back to action. What we'll start with is finishing off with the pop rivets over here. We still need to fasten the door frame completely. There's no need to go and get some fancy hardwood, destroying some wonderful forest somewhere. This wood actually just came off fallen trees on Tasha's farm and they are absolutely stunning. It's a bit denser than pine, so it might last up better with the weather. But we're going to give it a spray coat of polyurethane. It seals very well, sticks very well, it's good adhesive, good insulator. Unfortunately, we've had a bit of an accident. Cracked the door. It's gonna have to be repaired. Sometimes these things happen and it's very unfortunate. I'm gonna drill 2 holes in here and put 2 dowels in there to try and fix up this crack. I got some wood glue. I'll put that in there and then I'll leave it in the clamp for about 24 hours and then hopefully it'll be sorted. There's also a small crack in one of the planks, but I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to get this door back on the track. You can't really see the crack anymore. It had another one over there. Brand new day and it's lovely weather. It's my operating temperature, as Jan would say. It's a bit rainy out. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to drill some holes in the deck planks so that when I spray them they are sealed inside of the holes, and then I'll run to town quick. I need a couple of supplies and then spray the doors hopefully when the weather is a bit warmer. So I got a message from Ben last night. He sent me a photo of a cool expedition truck that's parked off not too far from the farm where we stay. So I'm on my way now to go and check it out. It's a bit early in the morning, so I hope they're awake. Apparently the couple is from the Netherlands. It's a small family, so we'll check it out and hopefully see what a complete truck should look like. So I just met Uncle, the owner of this truck. He's given me a bit of a walk around and told me a bit more about it. You want to check them out. And it's got a similar color code to what Betsy has. They do have an aluminium reef rack, but the one thing that they did have is that it cracked at the back and they had to do a kind of a DIY repair. They also built it themselves together with friends. and they've got an old military box mounted on the back, and they've got the coolest logo. They've come through Namibia and Botswana, doing South Africa, and then also going into Mozambique. And this is their water tank. So they've got about 400 liters of fresh water. They've got their spare wheels mounted right down to the bottom to help with the center of gravity. Their kiddie's bed is up there. Also got some reverse lights mounted on the side, but he actually says that he doesn't really use them ever. And one thing we're struggling with at the moment is the steps. So he bought these ones second hand, and we've got to actually build them, because to import them or find them in South Africa is near impossible. Also got a really cool little deck that flips down. What I like is that lock that they've put on. It locks in 3 positions, so at the top, at the bottom, and in the middle. A couple of things that he mentioned is that they do have a little washing machine, but they barely use it. Campsites usually have a laundromat. Their 400 liters of fresh water lasts them a really long time, which is good news, because I was worried about that. He was definitely helpful. Also, he mentioned his width. That is sometimes causes a bit of an issue in camping grounds. Not for getting into it or with trees or whatnot, but actually turning. I did ask him about the wheels. They run 365 R20s. That is the very last thing that we'll possibly put on Betsy, because it's truly expensive to buy big wheels, but we definitely have to upgrade. 22.5 inch rims seem to be the stock standard in normal truck trailer logistics, available at better prices. I've come through to pick up all of the toolbox locks from Nelspruit Trailer Parts. They've actually given us a pretty good discount on the parts we need. We've also picked up some of these gas struts for the rear boot compartment. Set all of the doors and the decking planks up for spraying. I am doing it under the tree though. I'm going to spray the back sides first, and I'll be using polyurethane. Been assured that it's UV protective and it's the best stuff out there to do this kind of job, so we're going to give that a try. I'm going to do 2 coats on the back and then flip them around. I've already mixed this polyurethane twice. The wood is really soaking it in, but it's supposed to be the bee's knees, and I should be able to chuck this thing in the river. Probably also not the best idea to do it under trees, because the leaves can fall down. So don't do that if you're painting. No issues so far. Okay, so the doors are dry. last night we left Betsy standing out in the rain just to see how well the coating on the doors did, as well as if we've got any leaks on the interior. Yolandi's busy checking all the spots now and marking where we've got to fill up with a little bit more of the polyurethane foam. It seems that the sponge did a pretty good job with not letting the leaves through and blocking up the system, but only let the water through. So now it's quite easy to clean this off, hopefully. I'd like to introduce you to the friendly faces that I've been buying my paint from for years. Colleen and Donna.
Hello.
How's it, guys? They've always given me great advice and good service, so I'm very happy to buy from them. Just come back from town and we bought all of the electrical fittings. Decided to go for a warm white in the hallway as the main light that's all dimmable. For a cool white in the kitchen. These are all the plugs, so the ones with the USB plugins going next to our bedsides so that you can charge your phone and all that. We've got 6 switches that's going in on the front door, and that'll be the main house, the kitchen, the dining room, the bedroom, the bathroom, the outside lights, as well as the porch light. That's our little DB box. We've got the spec tubing and the conduiting. There's some rain on the way. We hope to test out the waterproofing later today when the rain falls.
People tell me where to go. I'm not afraid to step outside and see the world for what it is. No, spending all my time with people.
It's raining quite heavily today, so it was the perfect day to test out the waterproofing on beds. So while Yolandi's busy saving earthworms over there, the roads are flooded going out from the farm. Going to continue with the gas struts on this. Gas struts are always a challenge, so yeah.
Singing where we supposed to go now. Ruthie, little lady, tell me what you mean to me. And I'll build a house in Byron Bay if that's exactly where you'll be. I'm coming home.
So the gas struts work really well, and I'm surprised that I got them in the right position. We'll definitely need some stronger gas struts, and it works like this. It's supposed to go up all the way and open like that. At least we got them installed and the right spot, so now just gotta get the same length but just replace them with stronger ones. Also, I don't think that this beam will hold up. After a couple of months that'll probably start bending, so what I'll do is put a reinforcing steel inside of this so that it doesn't bend out the frame. Totally forgot, it's load shedding in South Africa, so no power for the next couple of hours. Can't really continue with that. I'll have to find something else to do that does not require any power. So with the rain we've had for the last couple of days and the extreme humidity, the doors have slightly expanded. So we're gonna cut the doors slightly smaller just to make sure that when it happens again, they'll close and fit in. This one's not fitting in anymore. We'll also start with the decking on top of the Sundowners deck. Some of these planks obviously won't fit in here, they're all cut the same length. I'll have to make a support for them over here, so maybe weld in a little plate so that they can rest on there. So I've lined up these planks. Looks like all 5 of them will fit nicely in between the spotlights. I'm just going to fasten this center one and work from the center outwards so that I can cut the outside planks to shape. So it's been crazy with the rain. We can't even get out the farm to go to town, and we're pushing now as a TV show from the CakeNet channel has contacted us to do some filming on Betsy for a tiny home show, and that's on the 6th of March, and I think it's like the 13th of Feb now, so we've really got to push it. Just about finished with the deck and the rain started coming down again. It looks like another rain cloud. I think we've just about used our millionth can of expandable foam. Just cutting this very last piece of decking. I'm also going to start with the little gas strut bracing just to make that frame a little bit stronger. What I'd like to do today is get this aircon connected. That will mean drilling some holes through the body, always nerve-wracking. Connect all the cables, bring them down, drill holes through where they need to go, and then try and connect up the aircon. Hopefully that'll keep us nice and cool. I got them dangling down here. The first thought was to take the pipes down and go up underneath the cab and into the battery box and onto the little interior aircon there, but that's not going to work out because this pipe is not long enough. I don't want to cut a hole in the roof, as that's definitely going to cause issues. I'll have to go in on the side somewhere. Funny how things work out. I bought this 50mm hole saw a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, but I was sure that I was going to use it for something. And these pipes together, they are exactly 50mm, so that works out very nicely. So I'll obviously have to line this hole with like a rubber to stop it from chafing against this plate.